Guys, so once again, this is Gurography. It's a free letter review hub. Okay, so ibig sabihin may free mock boards tayo. 'Di ba? Mag-message lang po kayo sa Blue App. And then may free din po na live lecture. And of course, na Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 9 p.m. Puro TikTok po yan kasi hindi masyado naglalag, kaya mas gusto ko. And then, free access po sa ating YT channel. Okay, so lahat po niyan ay Gurography ang hanapin nyo. Okay? Alright, so wow, bago ang ating mga templates. Yan. So, ang general education, parang kinda TOS na rin to. So, it's composed of English, Filipino mathematics, science, and social science. Okay. Alright. So, without further ado, okay. So, ito ay tungkol. Number one ulit agad tayo, di ba? Okay. Baka next time maglagay na rin ako ng recall round natin, ano? Okay, so ito ay tungkol sa pagsulat, pagsasalita at pagsasagawa ng presentasyon sa iba-ibang manunood at para sa iba't ibang layunin. Okay, A, balagtasan ba yan? B, talumpati. C, synthesis at saka D, malayuning komunikasyon. Okay, so ilagay niyo po yung number ha. O yan. And pasensyahan niyo na rin kung pinapakita ko yung kamay ko kasi at least napansin ko hindi tayo na RR pag nakita yung kamay ko kasi may gumagalaw. Okay? Yan. Dati kasi talagang linalagay ko na diretso siyang ganyan para walang nakikita. Kaya lang lagi tayo na RR. So simulan na nag-start ako nung April, talagang puro RR. Paubos na nga yung ating ano doon. Yung, meron kasing grade yan. So pag naubos na yun, hindi na tayo makaka-live. So, ay nako, okay. So hopefully, okay? So again, number one, ito ay tungkol sa pagsulat, pagsasalita at pagsasagawa ng presentasyon sa iba't ibang manonood at para sa iba't ibang layunin. A, balagtasan. B, talumpati. C, synthesis. And D, malayuning komunikasyon. Okay, so sabi ni Sir Winson, unang-unang sumagot, it's letter D, it's malayuning komunikasyon. Nandyan din si Ma'am Celestina Nasuke. Okay, parehas din po ang mga sagot nila. And of course, the answer here is, tama po kayo. Okay, so keep tapping the live, guys. Yan. So, malayuning communication or purposive communication. So, parang pag nakita natin yung ano, yung English niya, purposive communication. Okay, so magigets mo eh. Parang ewan ko lang ha, pero parang mas mahirap kasi intindihin yung Tagalog, 'di ba? Yan. So, ang purposive communication is you are writing or you are doing something, it's either nagsasalita ka or nagagawa ka ng presentation na you are iniisip mo, okay? Kinikater mo. Depende kung sino yung kausap mo, ano yung gusto mong sabihin, at paano mo gustong sabihin, okay? Para mai-relay mo yung information, okay? In a way na na maganda. Okay, yan. In a way na maganda yung pag-relay mo para maintindihan, etc. Okay. So, alam naman natin, ang balagtasan is poetic debate. Okay, yan. So, alam natin. Talumpati is, it's either speech or oration. Yan. And synthesis, alam na natin, we put something together. So, synthesis can be anything. Okay? So, kahit saan mo ilagay. Okay? Kahit saan mo ipasok yung synthesis, it just means putting something together. Okay? Alright, so keep tapping the live po, yan, habang nanonood. Number two, the government has control of many government corporations and industries. What was deregulated and allowed to raise prices without control? Okay, A, oil industry, B, fishing industry, C, mining industry, and D, water source. Okay. So ulit, nakikita nyo ba ng ayos, guys? Yan, pasensya na kung pa sideways ha. So ulit tayong choice kasi na-RR tayo pag hindi sideways. Okay, di bale. Pag gusto nyong ulitin to, ipinapost ko naman po to sa ano. Okay, so again, the government has control of many government corporations and industries. What was deregulated and allowed to raise prices without control? Okay, so A, oil industry, B, fishing industry, C, mining industry, and D, water source. I wonder why hindi nakakapasok yung iba. 5 lang yung ano natin. Okay? Hindi, wala naman akong nakitang restriction. Okay, so ang sagot po ni Sir Winson, lagi number 1 na sumasagot, ay letter A, oil industry. Okay, Ma'am Celestino, oil industry. And of course, tama po kayo. Okay, yan. So, alam na alam natin po yan. Okay? Yan. So, oil industry, alam na alam po natin yan, especially nung ano, nung how do you call that? Nung, 'di ba yung tumaas ay nung may gera, 'di ba? So parang napansin natin kahit hindi natin alam, no? Napansin natin na hindi po rin-regulate ng government 'yan, okay? Yan yung process ng oil industry, okay? Yan. So this is ano, Republic Act number 8479, okay? Nung time ni Fidel Ramos, okay? Yan. So ang reason ni Fidel Ramos bakit ano nagkaroon ng industry deregulation is para bahala yung market, okay, pa na how do you call that, na mag-determine kung ano yung price, okay? So depende yan sa supply and demand, okay? Yan. Itong mga fishing industry, mining industry, especially water source, okay? So kahit pa paano, okay, is kailangan pa rin ng pangingialam ng gobyerno. Okay? Number three, which Filipino hero is known as the mother of the Philippine Revolution? Kay A. Gabriela Silang, B. Melchora Aquino, C. Jose Fallanes Escoda, and D. Trinidad Texon. Okay. Lima lang ba talaga yung nakapasok? Okay, Toma. Sabi niya. Can we relive it, guys? Baka na-RR na naman to, hindi lang lumalabas. Okay, so after this one, i-relive natin, please. Yan, kasi walang pumapasok eh. Lima lang yung ano, or mahina yung internet ko. Kaya ano, nakikita nyo po ba kung ilan yung nakapasok? Okay, so ito muna. Which Filipino hero is known as the mother of the Philippine Revolution? A. Gabriela Silang, B. Melchora Aquino, C. Jose Fallanes Escoda. Ayun, at least may nakapasok na isa. And D. Trinidad Texon. Okay. And oo nga. So, it's very strange, no, na walang nakakapasok. So, let's relive after this one, ha? Relive natin, ha? Alright, ano ang sagot nyo dyan? B, 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 B. And tama po kayo dyan. Okay? So, Melchora Aquino, known as Tandang Sora. Okay, yan. So, alam naman natin si Gabriela Silang, siya yung revolutionarya from Ilocos na asawa ni Diego Silang. Okay, si Jose Fallanes Escoda lumalabas po din siya. Okay, sa mga mockboards na encounter ko before. Okay, so of course siya yung nagtatag ng Girl Scouts of the Philippines, and si Trinidad Texon, ang lumalabas po sa kanya ay Mother of Biak na bato. Okay, and Mother of Philippine Red Cross, lumalabas din po to. Okay, yan, si Trinidad Texon. But also, nakita ko na Mother of Mercy pala siya. Okay, this is new to me. But this one na Mother of Biak na bato at saka Mother of Philippine Red Cross, lumalabas po siya na Trinidad Texon. Okay. Okay, sige, relive natin guys. Relive natin ha. Yan. Okay. Okay, parang labo ng aking camera. Okay. Ayan. Ay, parang ang layo. Parang ang labo. Let's, punas-punas eh. Malabo ba? Or ako lang ang malabo? Or sa tingin ko lang ang malabo? Guys, malabo ba yung yung screen or malabo ba yung screen guys? Or ako lang? Kasi nag-alis ako ng ng how do you call that? Nag-alis ako ng eyeglasses. Malabo ba? Wala. Medyo. Kaya nga eh. Yung yung camera ata ng phone ko. Wait lang, punasan natin ha. Punasan natin yung camera ata ng phone ko. Wait lang po ha. Ayun. It's better, no? What do you think, guys? Okay. Is it better na? Parang malamig, malamig ata dyan. Hindi, tingnan nyo yung damit ko, guys. As in, Hindi, ang init. Okay. Okay. Okay na ba? Okay, ayan. Okay, next. Number 4 po tayo. Pakitap-tap ulit yung live natin. Okay, so what is the average distance from the Earth to the Sun cold? Okay, so is it light year or letter B, astronomical unit or called AU? Okay, C, parsec or D, kilometer. Okay. So again, what is the average distance from the Earth to the Sun cold? Okay, A, light year, B, astronomical unit, C, parsec, and D, kilometer. Actually, itong mga nahanap ko na questions na to, masaya ako kasi maraming mga kakaiba, maraming mga bago, okay? Na ano ha, na basing dun sa mga ano ko, mga na-encounter ko na. Yan. Ito pa man din yung mga gustong-gusto kong ano ipasok, yung mga bago ba? Yan, kasi syempre, meron at meron bago pa rin yan. Okay. So, ang sagot ni Sir Winson ay letter B. Okay, how about the others? Ayan. Hopefully, ano, no, hindi kayo masyado, ilalapit natin ng konti para hindi kayo masyado naduduling. Ako nahihirapan din eh. Okay. Nahihirapan na naka, ano kayo, naka side view kayo. Pero pagtyagaan nyo na please, okay? Okay, so ano yung sagot nyo? B kay Sir Winson. Again, let's read. What is the average distance from the Earth to the Sun called? A, light year. B, astronomical unit. Or AU, C, parsec. And D, kilometer. Okay, lagay nyo po yung number. Okay. BBB, alright? Okay. So, actually, ang pagpipilian nyo naman dyan ay letter B and C. Kasi, obviously, yung light year at saka kilometer ay hindi kasama. And yes, tama po yung hinuha. The answer there is astronomical unit. Okay, kasi alam naman natin yung light year, di ba, is distance. Yung distance, binimeasure yung distance ng pag-travel ng light. Okay, yan. Yan. So, hindi actually time, hindi light year na time. Okay, yan. It's actually distance. Okay? Yung parsec naman is yung mga stars at saka different celestial body and it's large distances. Yon, parsec. Okay, and of course, kilometer, ito ang ginagamit natin dito sa ating mundo. Everyday Earth-based measurement. Okay. All right. So the answer there is astronomical unit. Number 5, which Philippine province is known as the shoe capital of the Philippines? A, Bulacan, B, Pampanga, C, Marikina, and D, Rizal. Nasabi ng bata. Okay, so again, number 5, which Philippine province is known as the shoe capital of the Philippines? A, Bulacan, B, Pampanga, C, Marikina, and D, Rizal. Bigla akong napaisip, guys. Hindi ba city ang Marikina? Hindi ko napansin tong tanong na to kasi. Province pala yung nakalagay. Okay, but in anyhow, 'di ba? Alam naman natin sikat yan. Pag shoes, 'di ba? Ang una nating naiisip ay you are very good. The answer there is Marikina. Okay, tama. Marikina. Oo, 'di ba? City ng NCR. Okay, so let me basahin ko bakit nakalagay dito is Philippine province, okay? Yan, so tignan ko. Baka province din siya, okay? Yan. Okay. Ito naman, so stock knowledge tayo. Which Filipino is recognized as the pioneer of Marikina's shoe industry whose efforts in 1887 transformed the town into the country's shoemaking center? Okay? Si Don Laureano Guevara ba yan? Or si Don Vicente Madrigal? Okay. So again, which Filipino is recognized as the pioneer of Marikina's shoe industry, whose efforts in 1887 transformed the town into the country's shoemaking center? Don Laureano Guevara po ba yan? Or si Don Vicente Madrigal? So, red, not sure. Okay. Or hindi sure. Okay lang. Ay, kawawa naman. Hindi lumalabas yung ating live sa iba. Okay. Pero okay lang. At least hindi na RRR. Okay. Yan. Okay, so let's reveal the answer. Tama po kayo dyan. Ang hinuha nyo, grabe yung hinuha nyo. Ang hinuha nyo ay tama. Okay, it's red. Don Laureano Guevara. Okay? He was known as the akala ko Henry C. Uy, di ba naman siya buhay niyan? Grabe ka, 1887, okay? So, Kapitan Moy. He was known as Kapitan Moy. Okay. Number 6, which of the following is not an internet search engine? A, Google, B, Windows, C, Yahoo, and D, MSN. Okay. So again, which of the following is not an internet? Ako maka-internet ha. Internet search engine. A, Google, B, Windows, C, Yahoo, and D, MSN. Okay, anong nangyayari sa ating account ulit? Okay na for the past two lives. Hindi na tayo na RR. Okay. D and D? Ay, sorry kayo dyan. Hindi kayo millennial, kaya mali yung sagot nyo. Ay, nako. Pag-isipan niyong mabuti. Basahin niyo mabuti. Kahit hindi niyo pa alam yung MSN, guys. Look, Google, Windows, Yahoo, MSN. Alright, good job. Yes, tama. Yes, very good. Window is a system software. Okay, B na lang. Okay, yan. So it is Windows. Tama, because Windows is an operating system, 'di ba? iOS and then Windows. 'Di ba? Yan. Wala na bang MSN ngayon? Hindi niyo naabutan 'yon, pero sa amin naabutan namin 'yon MSN. Matry ko nga next time. After yung live na i-type ko kung pwede pa yung MSN. Okay. Yun nga minsan yung yung Gen Z, tama. Gen Z kasi kayo. Yan. Kaming mga millennials, alam namin to. Okay, meron yan. Okay? So, meron nga yung nagjo-joke-joke kami dati. Marami kasi actually mga questions na alam namin just because we are millennials. Okay, ano yung sina Lisa Makuha, yung mga ganun dati. Kaya tawang-tawa, kinakantsawan namin yung mga Gen Z ng mga study buddies namin noon. Okay. Number 7 dapat to, pero number 6 na to. What is a short inscription or poem written in memory of a deceased person, usually engraved on a gravestone? A maxim, B motto, C epitaph, and D couplet. Opera na abutan ko. O, diba? Okay. All right. Again, number 6, what is a short inscription or poem written in memory of a deceased person, usually engraved on a gravestone? A maxim, B motto, C epitaph, and D couplet. Okay, ang hirap lumabas yung ating live sa iba. Pero okay lang, at least, tawag doon, hindi tayo na-RR. Kasi pag na-RR tayo, kahit i-search mo pala yung pangalan ko, hindi lumalabas. Yun yung difference niya. Okay. Siguro na SHADOWBAN lang to. Okay. So, tama po kayo. The answer there is epitaph. Okay, yes, epitaph. Hi, Ma'am Aram. Okay, so tignan nyo guys. Okay, so epitaph, yan. Yan. So, in loving memory of blah, blah, blah. Okay, yan. Yung maxim naman, ito yung general truth. Okay, yan. Honesty is the best policy. Okay, so it's a general truth or conduct siya, parang ganon. Ito yung maxim at saka motto. Ito yung mahirap anuhin. Parang there's a thin line, okay, between maxim and motto, okay? Kaya naghanap na lang ako ng Kasi di ba, ano yung motto mo? Motto ko, honesty is the best policy. Di ba? Ganun naman yung natuturo sa atin. Okay, but that is more on maxim pala. Kasi yung motto din naman is, yun yung parang, guiding principle mo, okay? So, for example, e pluribus unum, out of many, one. Okay, yung mga ganun, okay? And then yung couplet, okay, so, this is not, this is not, hindi siya belong sa the same overarching, concept dito. Okay, couplet 2, okay, yan. So, a pair of consecutive lines, okay, that usually rhyme. Okay, so sabi niya, example niya dito, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. Okay, yan. Okay, complete thought. Okay, ganyan. Number 7, which kaya pala sabi ko, bakit 20 yung linagay kong question na kulangan? Nadoble pala tayo sa number 6. Number 7, which Filipino violinist is known for bringing classical violin music to the masses? A. Molina, B. Chan, C. Cabayaw, and D. Katindig. Okay, lumabas to nung ano, nung March. Yan, lumabas po to sa Gen Ed. Yan. So, which Filipino violinist is known for bringing classical violin music to the masses? A. Molina, B. Chan, C. Cabayaw, and D. Katindif. Anong nangyayari sa ating live? Okay. Yan. Okay, tama naman po. Alright, asan na po yung si Ma'am Aram pakape-kape minsan eh. Alright, o yan, so nag-start ata tayo magkaroon ng ating ano, kasi ayan, okay, yan. So nag-start na po ata lumabas yung ating live. Okay, so tama po kayo dyan. Okay, so sabi ko nga, lumabas to noong March, and the answer here is Kabayaw. Tama, Kabayaw. Okay. So, he is known as father of outreach for classical music, okay? Mozart to the barrios and the traveling salesman of music. Okay, so bakit sinabi nila na bringing classical violin music to the masses? Kasi nga 'di ba, traditionally yung sa yung violin is parang mamahaling ano 'di ba, nasa stage ka, yon concert, parang ganun. Pero siya talaga nag-perform daw siya sa mga sa market, yung mga ganun, yung mga ano ba, yung pangmasa, okay, mga basketball court, yan. And that is why he's known as the father of outreach for classical music, okay? All right. Number 8, which country is the world's largest producer of coffee? A, Vietnam, B, Colombia, C, Brazil, and D, Ethiopia. Bumalik na naman tayo sa anim. Okay, number 8, which country is the world's largest producer of coffee? What are you doing, honey? A, Vietnam, B, Colombia, C, Brazil, and D, Ethiopia or Ethiopia po siguro yan. Okay. It's so noisy. Okay, so 8. C, sabi nila. Okay. C, C, C. Okay. Alright, tama po kayo dyan. Okay, so the answer here is Brazil. Okay, so there, yung top 5 tayo, okay, pero Brazil, okay, ito, lumalabas din po to, high yield, feeling ko high yield to. Okay, so Bravi Collie, okay, Brave Collie, the Brave Collie. Okay, so Brazil, Vietnam, Colombia, Indonesia, and Ethiopia. Okay, yan, ito yung top 5. All right. Okay, number 9. How many bones does an adult human body have? Okay, A, 206, B, 270, C, 300, and D, 350. Okay, so again, number 9. Ano ba to? Okay, number 9. How many bones does an adult human body have? A, 206, B, 270, C, 300, and D, 350. Ala, A. Ano yung Q? Ano yung Q? Ano yung Q? Okay. Alright, tama po kayo dyan. Okay, so the answer there is letter A. Di ko makita comment ko po. Nakikita ko, don't worry, nakikita ko po. Ma'am Celestina, don't worry. Nagkakaproblema kasi yung ating live kaya ganyan. Okay, but I can see, okay? Alright, so letter A, tama po kayo dyan. Okay, so ito siya. Yan. So, lilagay ko lang dyan. Okay, marami akong time kanina. So, naglagay kayo dyan. So, pinakamarami pala dyan is ano, um, lower limb bones. Okay, 60 siya. Okay. All right. Number 10. Who wrote the short story My Father Goes to Court? A. Paz Marquez Benitez, B. Nick Joaquin, C. Carlos Bulosan, and D. Christopher Marlowe. Okay, so number 10, who wrote the short story My Father Goes to Court? A. Paz Marquez Benitez, C. B. Nick Joaquin, C. Carlos Bulosan, and D. Christopher Marlowe. Okay. So, syempre, alisin mo na yung isa dyan. Okay. So, ito yung kwento na ano, na may dalawang pamilya, mayaman tsaka mahirap. Tapos yung pamilya na mahirap, mataba sila, masaya sila, ganyan, despite na hindi masyado yung kinakain nila. So, yung father nung mayamang pamilya, he sued etong father nung mahirap na pamilya. Kasi ba't ang tataba nyo, ganyan, ganyan. Eh kami, marami kaming pagkain, but we are thin, we are not healthy, yung mga ganon. So sabi niya, you stole the smell or the aroma of the food. Yon. Kaya idinamanda niya. Okay. 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 How about the others? Talagang ano natawa naman ako talagang anim lang talaga, no? Di man lang talaga anim lang talaga. Tapos yung kayong anim din naman, hindi hindi ano no, hindi rin naman bumibitaw Okay. A. Naku, pati ata yung iba, hindi ko na nakikita ang comment. Okay, yan. Huwag kayong bumitaw, guys. Okay, dadami din yung ating hindi pa naman na RRR. So, yun na, labas later. Okay. A. Ma'am Celestina, asan na kayo? Okay? So, let's reveal the answer for this one. Okay? So, the answer is Carlos Bulosan. Okay? So, high yield din po to. Okay? Carlos Bulosan. Then, yung story niya is part ng mga short stories niya. Okay? Etong isa siyang short story, okay, na nasa compilation nung The Laughter of My Father. Okay, yan. Si Paz Marquez Benitez, lumalabas din po to. Siya yung sa Dead Stars. At saka, lumabas nung September ata is yung Versatile. Versatile? Yeah, siya ba yun? Basta anyway, nagawan ko ng question nun. Hindi ko muna sabihin, baka okay? But for Paz Marquez Bettinez, Dead Stars siya. Okay, yan. Okay, si Nick Joaquin, alam naman natin, ang lumalabas sa kanya is yung Filipino-American, yung sinusulat niya, okay? Culture. Tapos, pag hinanap yung kanyang, akala ko sa akin lang nahang. Hindi. Sa akin po naghang, guys. Ako po, sa akin po yun. Okay? Sa akin po naghang. Okay? Baka naghihina yung internet ko. Okay? And then you see, Nick Joaquin, ang lumalabas sa kanya din, sabi ko nga kanina, is Spanish-Filipino culture. Dun sa kanyang, yun ang inaano niya sa mga literary works niya. And then, ang kanyang palayaw ay Quijano de Manila. Okay? Kaya nga po, ang ngayon ay Team Quijano. Okay? Kasi gusto ko siya. Okay. Hopefully, hindi na number 11 na tayo. Nakikita nyo na, number 11. Can you please say, kung nakikita nyo na, number 11, number 11 na tayo. Yan, ayun. O, ibig sabihin may nakakita na, sumampu na kayo. O, yan. Yan. Once na lumabas yung ating live sa iba, dadami na yan bigla. Okay, number 11. Good, nakikita nyo na. What is the smallest planet in our solar system? A. Mercury, B. Mars, C. Venus, and D. Pluto. Okay. So again, what is the smallest planet in our solar system? Okay, A, Mercury, B, Mars, C, Venus, and D, Pluto. Okay. Ayun. Yan, lumalabas na yung ating live. Okay? Kasi may pumapasok na. Okay? So, tama po kayo dyan. Smallest planet, of course, is Mercury. Okay, so may humabol, sabi niya po si Ma'am Mariel, sabi niya Pluto, but of course, ang Pluto now is, di ba, is naalis na siya as a planet because considered na siya as ano. Okay, sige nga po, lumalabas din po yon. Ang question doon is, naalis yung Pluto because it is now considered as, tapos ano po yung sagot nun? Ano po yung Pluto ngayon? Sige nga po, kaya siya inalis as planet because it is considered as hindi. Okay? Hindi po. Moon, hindi po. Sige pa. Isip pa, isip pa. Charot. Charot. Sige pa, Kasi sa sobrang liit niya, hindi na siya planet. Yan. Okay? Yan ang natin. Yan ang ating, sa sobrang liit niya. Pag maliit, starts with D. Ano ba yung mga sinasabi nating nilalang na maliit? Sige. Yan, mas maganda yung ganyan. Gustong-gusto kasi yung mga ganyang ano eh, nagbibigay ng clue tapos isip-isip kayo, di ba? Para na-practice, okay, na-exercise ang utak. Ano yung tawag nyo sa maliliit? Okay? Na nilalang. Starts with D. D, W, Sige. Isip kayo guys, isip. Blank planet sila. Sirit ba? Sirit? Uy, naghang na naman ba? Nakita ko na. Okay, nakita ko din sinabi ni Sir Winston. Dwarfism. Tama po yon. Okay, dwarf planet. Okay, tama po yon. Dwarf planet. Okay? Nasa dulo ng dila ko. Ayan, yes, visible po kayo. Visible po kayo, ma'am. Okay, yan. Alright, so dwarf planet po yon. Okay? Yan. Lumalabas din po yun sa Gen Ed. So, ito naman. Okay, so yan. So, pagdating sa size of the planet, Mercury yung smallest and of course, the biggest is Jupiter. Okay, yan. Okay? Pag kilala naman sa ring, it's Saturn. Okay? Alright, ito naman. Another. Okay, let's test your stock knowledge. Which planet is closest to the Sun? Okay, so Venus po ba or Mercury? Okay. Again, which planet is closest to the Sun? Okay, Venus po ba or Mercury? Okay, si Ma'am Celestine alam na alam talaga. Blue. Sabi. Alam, hindi ko pa sinasabi na, mamili lang kayo kung red or blue, di ba? Okay, red po ba or blue? Kawawa naman, hindi lumalabas yung ating live. Kanina din hinahanap ko yung live ko, hindi ko makita kahit naka-live na tayo. Alright, so blue, 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 blue. Blue kayo lahat. Very good. The answer there is Mercury. Okay, so Mercury ang smallest, Mercury din ang closest. Okay, yan. Okay, yan. So Mercury, yan. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. May ginawan ko to dati ng mnemonics. Okay, nakalimutan ko lang. Okay, tamad akong maghanap. Okay, yan. So basta Mercury and Mercury, pinakamalapit. Ang pinakamalayo is Neptune. Okay, yan. So, tingnan nyo, ito yung Pluto. Ito, ang liit-liit talaga siya, di ba? So, kaya hindi na siya considered as, ano, ah, planet. All right, number 12. In Nolimet Tangere, what caused the death of Doña Pia Alba? A, fever, B, old age, C, complications during childbirth, and D, polio. Okay, di ba? Napag-aralan natin sa Gorograbe natin to, yung sa Nolimet Tangere. Tapos nabanggit ko na, uy, may question din na ganito, kung ano yung kinamatay ni Doña Pia Alba. Tapos sinabi ko yung sagot doon, di ba? So, kung andun kayo that time, di alam na alam nyo na to. Okay, so number 12, in Noli Me Tangere, what caused the death of Doña Pia Alba? A, fever, B, old age, C, complications during childbirth, and D, polio. Yes po, sabi ni Ma'am Celestina. Okay, yan, tama po kayo dyan. And the answer there is letter C, complications during childbirth. Okay, good job. All right. Number 13, which gas is the primary component of biogas produced from decomposing animal manure and other organic wastes? K, A, ethylene, B, ester, C, methane, and D, alcohol gas. Okay, so ulitin natin, which gas is the primary component of biogas produced from decomposing animal manure and other organic wastes? A, ethylene, B, ester, C, methane, and D, alcohol gas. Okay, so C, 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 C. All right. Ayan. Okay, so let's see. Tama. Na-encounter nyo na to, no? Yan. So, ano nga din talaga to? Laging lumalabas to sa mga different Macboards. Alright, so tama po kayo. It's methane. Okay, so alam naman natin, ethylene, okay, is dito sa production of plastic. Okay, sa ethylene. Alright? Ester, oh, lumalabas din po yung ester. Sige nga, paano yung tanong dito? Okay? Ang tanong dito ay, ito ay ginagamit sa blank. Tapos yung sagot niyan ay ester. Okay. So ano yon? Starts with letter P. Lumalabas po yon. At na-discuss na rin po natin yun noon. Yan. So, anong liquid yon? Okay, na ginagamit natin ay ester. Yan. Starts with P. And, okay, very good. Perfume. Ang galing, alright? Alright, and alcogas, alcohol and gasoline. Okay, yan. So, ito yung na-produce from sugarcane or corn. Okay? Alcogas. Alright. Number 14, which narrative technique attempts to portray a character's continuous flow of thoughts, feelings, and sensory impressions? A. Narration. B. Flashback. C. Stream of consciousness. And D. Dream sequence. Okay, so bago to ngayon ko lang na-encounter to. So which narrative technique attempts to portray a character's continuous flow of thoughts, feelings, and sensory impressions? A. Narration. B. Flashback. C. Stream of consciousness. And D. Stream of sequence. Kahit hindi nyo po alam to, pero tignan nyo na lang, continuous flow of thoughts. So kahit pa paano, makikita nyo, tignan nyo yung mga options dyan. Parang meron siyang katulad. Okay? Sabi niya, C, try lang. Sabi ni Ma'am Celestina, si Sir Winson, parang sure na sure. Letter 14, C. Sabi niya, how about the others? How about the others? Okay. Tingnan niyo talaga yung difference, no? Pag hindi lumalabas yung live, ganito lang. Pero ang saya-saya pag lumalabas yung live natin sa iba, umaabot tayo ng 200, 100 plus. Alright. And of course, the answer there is tama po. Okay? Stream of consciousness. Kasi imagine nyo, ano ba yung thoughts? Ano ba yung mga thoughts, feelings, mga sensory impressions? These are consciousness. Tapos yung stream, di ba? Yung stream is parang flowing, the flow of consciousness. Yun yun. Alright? So tama po kayo dyan. Okay, yan. So this is the coinage of this word, stream of consciousness, is credited to William James. Okay, yan. Okay. So a narration, ano ba yung narration? If you are narrating something, it's just an act of telling a story. Okay, yan. So flashback. Flashback is usually, teka, meron pala akong ginawa dito. Ay, wala. Asan na yun? Ginawan ko yun dapat Alright. Saan ko linagay yun? Okay, so, hindi, linagay ko na pala yan. So, flashback. Di ba yung flashback pag nanonood tayo ng movie? Di ba? Is, nagko-flashback kunyari yan. So, ano ba yung purpose ng flashback? Does it portray yung continuous flow of thoughts ng feeling, or feelings nung storyteller? Hindi, okay? It is used to provide background information. Di ba? Yan. Okay. Itong dream sequence naman. Okay, ito yung mga ito yung mga 'di ba yung pag nanonood din tayo ng movie tapos biglang makat yung story tapos para siyang may ibang lalabas. It's either dream or flashback or a fantasy. Okay, yan. So, it is not happening in the timeline nung story, yung present story, okay? Yan. So, parang siya, nagbibigay din siya ng background information or mga ganon, okay? Kasi nga kasama ang flashback dito sa dream sequence. Okay, yan. Number 15, Ninay is considered the first novel written by a Filipino author. A. Jose Rizal Bayan, B. Pedro Paterno, C. Marcelo H. Del Pilar, or D. Francisco Balagtas. Okay, so again, Ninay is considered the first novel written by a Filipino author. A. Jose Rizal, B. Pedro Paterno, C. Marcelo H. Del Pilar, and Francisco Balagtas. Okay, lumalabas din po ano yung first novel written ng Filipino author. It's Ninay. Okay, first novel, Ninay. Okay, lumalabas din po yon. Okay, B ang mga sagot nila. Alright, so let's reveal the answer. And of course, the answer here is tama po kayo dyan. Pedro Paterno. Okay, very good. Okay, so, ano yung originally na naisulat ang Ninay sa ano? Do you think it's Spanish, English, or Filipino? Okay, sige nga po. So, kung ito yung first novel, okay, first novel, kailan yan? Yun ang dapat nyong isipin. Okay? Kasi pwede nyong doon i-base yung sagot. Okay, so was it in Spanish? Was it in English? Was it in Filipino? All right. Okay. Okay, very good kayo dyan. Yeah, so it was originally written in Spanish. Kasi nga, ang first no ang first novel, of course, we can just surmise na it happened nung time ng Spanish kasi yung ibig sabihin sumunod yung novel ni Jose Rizal diyan sa Ninay. So nauna ang Ninay. Yan. So ibig sabihin time ng Spanish or Spain, okay? Spanish language, 1885. Ang galing. All right. Okay, number 16, an autocratic ruler who governs for the welfare of the people is known as A belligerent dictator, B blatant dictator, C benevolent dictator, and D beneficial dictator. Okay, so again, number 16, an autocratic ruler who governs for the welfare of the people is known as A belligerent dictator, B blatant dictator, C benevolent dictator, and D beneficial dictator. So akalain nyo, may iba't iba pa palang klase ng dictator, di ba? Yan. Okay. Di ba ang autocratic means siya lahat yung nasusunod. Parang his words are the rules. Parang ganon. Okay? Okay, nagkakaiba na ang sagot niyan. C, D. Okay, how about the others? Bakit ayaw nyo sumagot yung iba, guys? Okay. Yan. Okay, so gets ko din naman, okay, kung bakit nag C and D siya. Okay, yan. So, of course, let's reveal the answer. The answer there is letter C. Okay, yan. So, inisa-isa ko po talaga siya. Okay, yung belligerent dictator, it does not exist. B, blatant dictator, it does not exist. I mean, yung term na yun does not exist. And letter D, it does not also exist. Okay, tong benevolent dictator, talagang nag-exist yung term na yan, okay? So it is also otherwise known as good dictator. Kasi ang benevolent, di ba, is mabait, di ba, mapagbigay, parang ganon. So, meron siyang absolute power, okay, pero yung absolute power niya, ginagamit niya yon para maging beneficial yung mga policies niya, yung mga ganon, sa tao. Okay, yan. So, that is why siguro mali yung beneficial dictator kasi hindi to existing na term. Okay, yan. But anyway, kahit hindi po natin alam, okay, yan. So, belligerent pa lang, okay, kahit nag-exist yung word na to, belligerent means hostile, okay, yan. So, naririnig ko to lagi sa mga crime documentaries, belligerent, okay. Blatant is, how do you call that? Very, siya, ano ba yun? Bulgar. Okay? Bulgar in a way na na ginagawa mo yun na, like, di ba, yung parang, you can lie blatantly, di ba? Ganyan. So, napaka-open mo na mag-lie, tapos, well, hindi ka pa talaga nahihiya. Yun yung meaning ng blatant. Alright. Number 17, what is the study of the origin and history of words called? A, etymology, B, entomology, C, philology, and D, semantics. Di ba, medyo mahirap tong no? Tong Gen Ed na to. No? Okay, so number 17, what is the study of the origin and history of words called? Ilagay niyo po yung number. A, etymology. Ayun, may nakapasok kahit papaano na bago. A, etymology. B, entomology. C, philology. And D, semantics. Yan, so yung mga konting na nakapasok ngayon, di ata lumalabas yung ating live. So if you want to do mock boards, mag-message lang po kayo sa blue app ko. Ayan, so free naman po yon. So once again, ang Gurography is a free let review hub. Okay, so may free mockboards kayo. Free din po na-access nyo yung ating red app. Yan, so pareha po yung name natin. And then, free po yung ating live na TTHS. Okay, so AAA. Alright, tama po kayo dyan. Akala ko may mabubudol sa letter B. Okay, yan. So, etymology ang sagot niyan. Entomology kasi, di ba, medyo niya kasi, ka-sound niya. Okay, but it's study of insects. Okay, philology naman, study of language in written historical sources. And then semantics, alam naman natin yan, yung study of meaning in language, okay, in a given context. Yan, kasi di ba, reiterate ko in a given context kasi pwede kasi na na ang isang word may have different meanings, okay? So for example, yung word na salvage, 'di ba? Dito sa Pilipinas, pag sinabi mong salvage, more on EJK, 'di ba? Extrajudicial killing, 'di ba? Pero sa America, mas ginagamit yung salvage na parang to save, okay? Mga salvage mo yung mga ano, yung mga iron, yung mga basura, 'di ba? Para i-save mo siya, okay? Yan. Thank you for liking the live. Okay, number 18. During the Philippine Revolution, the Katipunan in Cavite was divided into the Magdiwang and Magdalo factions. Okay, so who led the Magdalo faction? A. Daniel Tirona, B. Artemio Ricarte, C. Emilio Aguinaldo, and D. Baldomero Aguinaldo. Okay. So again, number 18, during the Philippine Revolution, the Katipunan in Cavite was divided into the Magdiwang and Magdalo factions. Who led the Magdalo faction? A. Daniel Tirona, B. Artemio Ricarte, C. Emilio Aguinaldo, and D. Baldomero Aguinaldo. Okay. Yan. So, maraming nabubudol po dito. Okay? Okay. O, sabi ko nga, maraming mabubudol. Alright. So, would you believe? Okay. So, the answer here is letter. Parang ano parang may boxing. Letter D. Okay. Baldomero Aguinaldo. Okay. Siya po yung nag-lead nung Magdalo faction. He was a cousin of Emilio Aguinaldo. Okay, yan. So, etong si Daniel Tirona, lumalabas din po to, pero parang minsan ko lang nakita. Si Daniel Tirona, ito yung ah, sa Magdalo faction din siya. Okay, ito yung muntik ng makaaway ni Andres Bonifacio kasi nung nagkaroon ng ng election, 'di ba? Not mock. Okay, nagkaroon ng snap election. So, ibinoto nila ay inano nila inelect nila si Bonifacio as maging ano parang interior ano ba, yan. Ganyan, parang kumbaga DILG ba yan. Ganyan. Tapos kinontra pa niya kasi nga tapos ang lumalabas pa na question doon is bakit kinontra yung pag-elect ni Bonifacio? Ang sagot doon is lack of credential. Yan, kasi nga gusto nila ang sinasabi nila is dapat yung upo sa position na yan should be a lawyer, parang ganun. So, nagalit na si Andres Bonifacio. Okay, yan. Si Artemio Ricarte, para ito yung best friend, one of the best friends of Andres Bonifacio. Okay, he's known as Vibora, yan, and the father of the Philippine Army. Okay, number 19. What is the collective term for the traditional beliefs, customs, stories, songs, and material culture that are passed down orally within a community? Okay. A, folk literature. B, folklore. C, folk tale. And D, folk song. Okay. All right. Again, what is the collective term for the traditional beliefs, customs, stories, songs, and material culture that are passed down within a community? Alisin na natin yung orally dyan. A, kasi nasama dyan, even material culture. Ibig sabihin, pati mga buildings, mga nagawa nila ng mga crafts, mga arts, yan. So, folk literature ba yan? B, folklore, C, folk tale, and D, folk song. Okay. Alright, so tama po kayo dyan. Ang sagot po dyan ay folklore. Okay, so tingnan nyo po hindi lang mga stories, hindi lang mga songs ko, di lahat, customs, belief, and even the material culture. Okay, sabi ko kanina, yung material culture like mga arts and crafts, mga buildings, okay, yan. Okay, so alam naman natin yung mga folktale, mga istorya, di ba? Yan, ang pagong at ang matching. Folk song, alam na natin yan, dandansoy, mga ganon. Folk literature, eto na lahat po yon. Okay, folk literature, hawak niya na yung folktale, folk song, okay? But this one kasi, ang hinahanap is, hindi lang po yung mga stories and songs, but the customs, belief, and the material culture. Okay. Ito naman. The word folklore is a compound of folk and lore, where folk refers to the group of people, okay, sharing a common identity. And lore refers to traditional knowledge and wisdom passed down through generations. This term was coined in 1846 by which Englishman? Ang haba. Okay, so William Thoms ba yan or William Thomp? Okay, red ba yan or blue? Okay, red ba yan or blue? Okay, red ba yan or blue? Okay, red, 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 red. Sabi nila. Okay. Alright, so let's reveal the answer. Yan, yung isang, ano dyan, yung isang pangalan dyan, gawa-gawa ko lang. Okay, yan. So, it is William Thoms. Okay, ang galing. Ang galing. Alright, let's go to the last. Ay, sorry! Ano ba yan? Okay, so which of the following countries has no official capital city? Okay, yan. So A, Netherlands, B, Nauru, C, Australia, and D, Canada. Tapos reveal ko talaga yung sagot. Okay, and to be honest, this is my first time to encounter this question. Ang sagot po niyan ay Nauru. Okay, yan. So actually, Switzerland also is walang capital. Okay, yan. Kaya doon sa na-encounter ko na tanong, ito ha, tingnan nyo ha. Sa na-encounter ko na tanong, may nakalagay dyan na Switzerland, guys. Okay, Switzerland. Okay, pero pinalitan ko kasi nung research ko is Switzerland also has no official capital city. Okay? Pero pag nag-research ka din, Nauru is the only country that has no official capital city. So, siguro linagay nila na Nauru because yung Switzerland kasi is meron siyang de facto. Okay, yan. Meron talaga siyang de facto na capital city. Yung Nauru, wala talaga. Okay, yan. Alright. So yung Yaren is the de facto capital, dapat hindi ko po sinulat 'yan. Okay? Ang ano lang is yung Yaren is yung administrative center lang siya. Okay, yan. So bakit nga ba? So na-curious din talaga ako, bakit walang capital yung Nauru? Kasi nga it's very small. Sobrang maliit siya. So parang hindi naman need na kailangan ng capital. Okay, yan. And just to ano lang, okay? Just to give more of Nauru kasi hindi ko din alam to. Okay, so etong Nauru daw nung nakuha niya yung ano niya, yung independence niya, it became one of the richest nations. Yon. Okay, so sabi ko na curious ako bakit riches? Yan. Kasi nga yung meron silang mga birds, okay? So yung mga bird droppings nila for centuries, okay, is nagkaroon ng phosphate deposits. Okay, yan. So dahil doon sa phosphate deposits nila, binenta nila ng binenta, talagang ang yaman nila. Pero ngayon, wala na po siya, nauubos na po siya. So ngayon, nahihirapan na din po daw sila, naghihirap na din daw po yung Nauru. Okay, yan. So na-curious lang ba ako, guys? Okay, ayan. So kahit konti tayo, at least hindi tayo na RR, masaya pa rin ako. Okay, yan. Kasi nai-stress ako pag nakikita ko yung na ano ka na naman, ganyan. So at least kahit konti tayo, okay lang. Okay, medyo na SHADOWBAN ata tayo, kaya konti lang yung nakapasok. Okay, so agyaman nak, salamat kaayo, thank you, syukran, and salamat ida iyuan nam iyan. Okay, so bukas po is soksay po tayo. Okay, yan. How do you call that? Pag gusto niyo pang mag-Macboard, sabi ko nga kanina, yung mga bago dito, kung may nakapasok man na bago, yan na hindi sumasagot, is pag gusto niyo mag-Macboard, message lang po kayo sa Blue App. Meron din po tayong Red App, marami na po tayong videos doon. And ang schedule ko po ay, TTHS. Thank you, ma'am. Graduation ko po sa 22. Uy! Happy graduation! Yan talaga, maganda talaga yung ginagawa mo na ano ka, nagre-review ka ng maaga. Good job yan. Okay, salamat po sa laging pagjo-join sa amin. Okay, and congratulations, Ma'am Celestina. Okay. All right. Ayan, so I'm gonna post this live sa ating sa ating Red app bago ako mag-sleep. Okay? So thank you rin po. Thank you and bye-bye. Hmm.